for our hot pick section of the program. Today we're focusing on biopharma stocks. Let's dive right in with Evan Seigerman, who's Managing Director of Biopharma Equity Research at BMO Capital Markets. Evan, nice to have you with us. Let's start with just what represents biopharma.
So biopharma is, of course, the big pharmaceutical names, but it's also big biotech names like Regeneron, Biogen, Vertex, for example. And of course, we also look at some of the smaller names, which may not be for all investors, right? Those are more speculative, preclinical assets. They either make or break movements, in the therapeutic space.
But I do love that those two groups come together, because at the end of the day, the growth story in this healthcare industry is always, what's the next big thing? Obviously, for the last year or two, people have talked about the incredible growth of weight loss drug treatments. With your picks today, one of them is Eli Lilly, one of the clear leaders in that. What makes Eli Lilly a hot pick for you?
Great question. And yes, we are very bullish on Eli Lilly. We actually hosted an obesity-focused investor summit in New York yesterday, where we had representatives from Eli Lilly. What we're most focused on is very near term. They have phase 3 data for their oral GLP-1 pill. So think Ozempic in a pill, for example. That data is coming potentially in May, and more data later in the year. And that could be a game changer, right? That could really open up the market beyond just Zepbound. And we think that they're a leader in the space. They may leave some of their competitors, Novo Nordisk, most notably, behind in the dust if this data is successful.
It's a really incredible story of a company that, compared to a lot of traditional businesses, is acting in a lot of ways like a high-flying growth story. Also on your list is Gilead Sciences. How come?
Yes, most definitely. So Gilead for a while was always this value trap type of company. People well understood their HIV business well. They were kind of, trotting along with their oncology business, but most recently, they've had some real advancements in longer acting versions of their HIV treatment and prevention medicines. We're actually going to get approval for lenacapavir as a long acting prevention medicine potentially mid-year. And that really changes the game for this stock, because it adds durable growth beyond 2030, which a lot of folks were worried about when it comes to LOEs for their key HIV medications. So a lot of investors are much more comfortable with the growth profile. We've seen nice upside. We still think that there's room to run, especially as we get to this launch of this product.
All right, helpful context there. And then another name on your list is Vertex Pharmaceuticals, which, when I look at people screening opportunities out there, Vertex quite frequently comes up. Can you remind our audience what the business is all about and why you think it's a hot pick?
For sure. So Vertex is the leader and really the only key player in disease-modifying treatment for cystic fibrosis, which is a rare genetic condition mainly affecting the lungs. So they own this space. There are going to be no real competitors here, and they've had protection for their products into the 2040s. What's also interesting is that given that these are drugs for younger folks, they don't have to deal with some of the issues that we see with Medicare drug pricing reform that impacts many of the other companies I cover. So they have a solid base. What I also like about the name is they have a non-opioid pain product that they just launched. So this is, instead of giving, say, a hydrocodone, pill after surgery, you're going to give this non-opioid pain pill. And there's been a lot of movement and, desire for non-opioid options. And we think that could be very impactful for their P&L, maybe $2-3 billion at peak. And they also have a very good pipeline, which isn't really priced in even at these levels.
Now, this is all really helpful context, Evan.
Sure.
What do people have to know about how stocks more broadly in this area can trade? Obviously, some of the bigger companies that have a whole bunch of different drug lines and a lot more tested products might trade differently.
Sure.
But sometimes, especially with some of these companies that are working on drug trials, there can be some volatility. So how should you think about, as an investor, the sector as a whole?
Most definitely. And you can see volatility in names like Lilly, Gilead, and Vertex. So you have to be, you have to really understand what you're buying. I know a lot of generalist investors buy Lilly because of the obesity trade, but you have to understand the dynamics between Lilly and Novo and broadening the market. With Gilead, a lot of folks own it because of the dividend, which I think is a great idea. And I think that there's a little more stability, probably less volatility there. And then Vertex again, understanding what the business is. That's what's really key. And I think that's why a lot of folks, looking at the biopharma space can be nervous if they're not specialists or don't have kind of, a good idea as to what these companies do. So you have to understand the businesses and really understand kind of the catalyst path, because even a name like Vertex, Gilead, or Lilly can have some volatility, especially around earnings or key catalysts.
Okay. Evan, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a great one.
Evan.